Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to the Humble Servant Homestead. Guys, as you all know, hunting season is up on us. Now, y'all have seen that video that I dropped for my deer stand, mobile deer stand, rather. And so, just some quick tips that I want to go over for our people, people out there that may be first time, maybe going hunting, thinking about going hunting, don't know where to start. Okay, so today what I have inside of this bag right here is pretty much some camouflage clothes. Now, of course, we know it is fall time, and so pretty much the pattern on it is mimicking fall, because that is when hunting season starts up and everything like that. Bow season did start probably about a month back, so we're going into rifle season right now. I want to say it starts on October the 22nd. Okay, I don't think I'll be available for the opening of it, but days goes on, I will be available. So pretty much you need some camouflage clothing. As y'all can see, I have my jacket here. You definitely need a jacket and even some thermal underwear, because simple reason why, while you're sitting out there in that deer stand, it do get pretty cold, guys. Get some hand warmers just to keep your fingers warm, so that they're flexible, that whenever you get ready to send that round down range, you are comfortable. Okay, because you definitely want to make sure you're hitting that deer where you're gonna drop them. Okay, you don't want to have to travel too far to try to look for that deer. We have run into that before, where we had to track a deer, and we still didn't end up recovering that deer. All right, and so you definitely want to make sure that you are placing a fatal shot. Okay. All right, so after going through talking about our clothing, you're definitely going to need something orange. Okay, so many times over the years we have hear stories about people getting shot because they couldn't identify them. Right? Come on now. But just make sure that you have your orange on while you're out there in the woods, so you can be easy identifiable. Okay. So now, since we have all the clothing and all that different kind of stuff, another thing that you want to make sure you do is have something that is going to take away that human scent inside of your house scent that is maybe on your body. Okay, so one of the things that we use here on the homestead is nose jammer. Okay, I've used this before, and the boys, they come on out, so it definitely cover your scent. On the can it will say go ahead and spray some of this here on a tree or something like that. So what it does, it covers any human scent, and so that is what we want. But over the years, what I would do, I would pretty much just, whenever I'm going out, I would spray my clothes down just like this right here. Okay, I would spray my clothes down. But what, as I was thinking, I say, hey, you know what? Spray that clothes down, right? Spray it down. Put it inside of this trash bag right here. Okay? And then, and even go ahead, spray a couple more inside of the bag. And then close that bag shut. And, and the whole goal for that is to make sure you're saving this scan, because it is not cheap. All right, and so as you sit down and you think, the ideas come to your head, and so that is what I'm going to do this year, because I've went through quite a bit of can, and what they say, money don't grow on tree. It really don't, guys. I'm still trying to find some. But nonetheless, so what we're going to do right now, I hope, I pray that I covered quite a bit. Another thing is, whatever you're going to be hunting with, just make sure that whatever your yardage is going to be, get at least about 3 rounds down range to make sure that your weapon is on target. All right, make sure it is on target, guys. Like I said, we don't want to lose any deer. But what I'm going to do right now, we're going to take off, and y'all are coming with us. Yes. So we're going to be going to the back, to the woods where we're going to be hunting. This is a secondary spot where we're hunting here. And so we want to take y'all around to the back with us. So come on, let's go. Make sure you suit up and boot up, okay? Because, you know, triggers are still running, maybe even some ticks and stuff like that. So let's go, guys. And so we are here up underneath the canopy where it's heavily wooded underneath here. And so we're looking for certain signs and different little stuff like that. Because right now, October the 15th, that is when the rut had started, okay? Now, this right underneath here is one of the spots where the deers, they come and actually feed. Simple reason why we have quite a bit of oak trees. And so what happened, the acorn fall and the deers, they come on through here and eat them. So we was walking and just looking down, and we did not see any acorn whatsoever. Okay, so real quick, I want to come on, bring y'all in a bit close just to show y'all something here, guys. So this right here is actually a cypress tree underneath the canopy here. And what I noticed, they really love those cypress trees. And so what they do, they will come with their horns or with their antlers, and they will rut on this tree right here. And so what I'm actually looking for is a couple of these up underneath here. And if I see any fresh ones, I will point it out and show it to you guys. And that right there let me know that we do have some bucks coming through here. All right, because in the rut, what does the rut mean? You know, oftentimes we'll hear, hey, the deers are in a rut. Rut is pretty much when the female deers start putting off that hormone or pheromone to let the bucks know that, hey, I am in heat. I'm ready to, you know, to give child or
breed.
To breed, to ready to breed. Yes. And so that is what the rut is. And those bucks, they go crazy. All their instinct and their senses, they pretty much as if they lose it. I'm telling you, they will come where you're close and give nothing about it, because they're so you know, hunting, or not hunting, but so much their
Testosterone is high.
yes, it's very high. And so they're seeking out for those females. And so it's like they lose some of their senses, guys. Okay, so we're gonna see if we find any fresh one of these right here as we walk through the woods here. So come on along, let's go. Make sure you're suited and booted, because we don't want any chiggers or ticks or even rattlesnakes to get us, right? So keep an eye out while you're walking those woods, especially here in Georgia. Rattlesnakes is very keep an eye out for the rattlesnakes. That's why we got this, right? Let's go, guys. Here's another one right here. So this is from last year, where they came in and rut. And so you can see how they rutted to the point where they killed a tree. All right, so that is what we're looking for. Another sign of one right there as well, but all of them seeing is from last year, guys. We're looking for some fresh one. Let us know that, hey, there's some bucks coming through. Okay, and so right here, I don't know if y'all can see that dipper inside of this ground right here. Now what that is right there, guys, that is a game trail. So a lot of the bucks, because it's pretty much not bucks but the does, deers, this is the path that they take. Keep in mind, when we're walking, we want to find the clearest path to take, right? So that is the same with these deers. And so this is a heavy traffic where they come through a lot right here. And so let's go. We're gonna keep walking and see if we see any fresh signs where they've been rutting, all right, on the trees. Come on. Okay, and so that journey takes us all the way over here, guys. So right here is where I have a deer feeder. Okay, so pretty much what's in here is just pretty much corn. So we have it set on a timer. And so what happened, at a certain time of the day, the timer will go off and it will spread corn all over. And so the deers, they'll come on in and eat the corn. And so that's just a way of attracting the deers to come on in and feed. And not only that, it helps to feed them as well. Okay, and so that is pretty much it. So here on the property, we have a couple of different stands. We're not going to show all of them. We're just going to probably show maybe one of them on the way back on up. Okay, and so this feeder here, what I have on here is a little solar panel charger, so that way I don't have to come on in, take the battery out, take it up and charge it. Solar panel charger keep the feeder going around the clock. Okay, so pretty much that is it right there. So we do have a little remnants of corn, and not only that, it's feeding the deer, guys, it's also feeding the doves. We have spot turkeys and also some quail here on the property, and so that is good. That is a good thing. When those seasons come around, we'll be able to hunt and be able to feed our family. Now on that, I know I had someone to ask that question, hey, why are you hunting the deers? Not just to feed ourselves, but also, hey, it helps to sharpen some skills, because if you're able, we ain't gonna get into all of that, but it helps to sharpen you up. Okay, and so that is why we hunt, to provide for the family, guys. Yes, we do have chickens, we have goats. It's just some extra meat in the freezer. When we come out and hunt, we don't keep all the meat for ourselves. We'll share with friends and families. Okay, so just keep that in mind, guys, because hey, I know people right now that is waiting for some deer meat, and so that is also one of the reasons why I hunt as well. Okay, so that is it right there for the feeder. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to head on up, and pretty much I'll give you a quick little shot from that direction there. That is where I have one of the stand. Don't know if y'all can see it. It is a great distance. Yes, it is. Don't get me wrong. But hey, distance doesn't really matter. When you become one, with your weapon, you make it do what it needs to do. Okay? And I'm praying that we can show a little bit of that when we'll come out to hunt. So come on along. Let's go, guys. guys. And so here I am up into the stand. All right. So this is a stand here that I built last year. It's not completed just as yet, but it's doing it do what it's supposed to do, guys. So what I want to do is actually put another stand down there at the bottom for my wife, because yes, she do want to come out and hunt as well. And so we're gonna put another stand down there at the bottom where she can sit down there and do her thing, right? So as we was walking through the woods and coming back, we didn't see any kind of rut or anything going on the trees where the deers, you know, it's the bucks coming through rutting on the trees. We didn't see any of that. That doesn't mean that they're not coming through here. Okay, so you know, we definitely will still come on out and sit down and see what happens. Okay, so far this is a stand here that we have. Like I said, it's pretty high up. It's pretty high up, but we got it done anyway. All right, so let me come on back down and talk to you all real quick. Felt like I was too far away from you guys, right? So from the stand here to where the feeder is, we're looking right at about 100 yards. I had it out a little bit further last year, but I moved it on in. And so you know, like I said, hey, want to make sure we're doing it right. Okay, doing it right. So nonetheless, guys, that is it right there. I hope and I pray I touched on everything. Definitely, if you want to draw those bucks in as well, go out and get you some doe pee. That is one of the things that you might want to get, because once you put that doe pee out, just make sure you don't get it on yourself, because once you get it on out and, you know, put it, it's out in the air, and you're going to draw those bucks on in, because sometimes food alone won't do it, guys. You know, when you come out to hunt, especially if you're trying to get a buck or something like that, food alone won't do it. Sometimes you have to use other attractant to bring the bucks in. All right, so that is it right there for right now. I pray y'all enjoy the tour. I was trying to look for some acorn here on the ground, but they came in and sweep it all up. But it's still more up there in the trees though. But guys, that is it right there. As always, I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you all out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And as always, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all out there. Remember, keep a smile on your face. Be happy. Be blessed. Stay strong, guys. And happy hunting. Have a blessed day.